What's up, you guys? My name is dimaggiovoss. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm a young entrepreneur. I started my entrepreneurship journey around 2 to 3 years ago. I started with all different types of stuff, reselling, just a bunch of different things. I mean, the average dude is starting with, right? And then I didn't really find, I did do decent with that, but I ended up doing something called MEO, okay? This is the new wave of e-com. Too many people are still stuck, not stuck, but still trying to focus on that same product, that same little humidifier they've been trying to sell for the past 2 years. So there's an easier way to do e-com now, and that is called MEO. Okay, MEO is something that is called multiple. Okay, some people call it multi. There's different words for each of these. Multi e-commerce operator or operations, one of the two. I know people say it different. But this is something obviously some people do, but it's not that tapped into, right? And the reason it's not tapped into is because this is a business model not many people talk about that can make you a lot of money. Why? Because what's the difference between regular e-com, okay? First, I'm just going to kind of explain to you the difference in MEO. So regular e-com, obviously, you know, you're stuck with the same product, still with the same category, still with the same stuff, right? And what happens is that's now wasting your time. That's more your most three valuable assets. And I realized this when I started regular e-com, because I'll be sitting here trying to sell the same, you get what I'm saying, fitness product, or trying to sell the same. I know we all done stuff with humidifier, and what that does is that wastes your time, because now you don't actually know real strategies to get it out there. And let's say these products fail, then there's nothing, not nothing, but there's no ROI in that, right? Now let's say regular e-com. The other thing is you have one and you're the main priority, you're like the main owner on it. You're not even the owner, you're literally the main person running it. You get what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand, is there's a difference between you being the owner in a store and you actually running it. So with regular e-com, you're stuck running the same store, and yeah, real people know it may take a long time, because right now with regular e-com, you're the one doing the marketing, you're the one doing the copywriting, you're the one basically doing everything. So one store is taking 6 hours out of your day for when you're first trying to build it up. That's not more than probably you get what I'm saying? Let's just say 20K rev, and out of that 20K rev, how much is actually profit? You get what I'm saying? Maybe, let's say, I would say 15K, okay? So yes, that is decent, but why not scale it up faster? So obviously, these still go hand in hand, but the difference is you're scaling this up faster. So now instead of sitting here waiting for one product to pop off, you're literally, if this product doesn't pop off, one will, okay? And that makes it to where it's more scalable, not so you can keep running the store, but so you can eventually ring chain it, okay? So instead of using 6 hours all doing this probably takes 6 hours. So instead of doing 6 hours doing this, you're spending one hour just doing it. And then let's say you ring chain it more. Now you're spending 30 minutes, to where now if you have one store that's taking 6 hours, you're probably not going to want to spend more than that per day. But then if you're using this, that 6 hours can be used with starting multiple stores. But I know it's not as easy, or it is decently pretty simple to get started, but it's not as simple as a lot of you guys think, because a lot of you guys are probably thinking, okay, you just start a bunch of stores and you just try to scale them up, but there's a certain marketing strategy you have to use, okay? So e-com, you're using regular Google ads, stuff like that, but versus MEO, you're building these stores up, not to stay in these stores, but to eventually treat it like a real business, you get what I'm saying, and ring chain it. Okay, so you have to think of it like what is the point in staying in the same store when you can literally put people in that place to literally make your work minimal? Yes, you're keeping a lower percentage, but why would you have one store running that's making you 15K a month when you could have 6 that, yeah, you're getting less of all that 15K from each store, but instead all that is bringing you around 60K, but you're spending the same time. So that's how it's different, okay? And there is a simple tactics you need to do, okay? Because when you start MEO, obviously you're gonna start regular e-com so you can build it up, but there's simple tactics you need to do maybe when you're like I said, with the psychology of the website, the advertising, the contacts, because a lot of people are so focused on, I mean, I see people, the number one mistake they make in regular e-com is they list 200 products and it's not category specific. So MEO is different. You make category specific stores, and what happens is once you're getting a fan base for each of those, it's a lot easier to ring chain. It's a lot easier to, you get what I'm saying, build it up and completely ring chain the whole thing, right? If you would want to do that. Normally people just ring chain certain positions. But like I said, this can be literally, yes, a lot of people see MEO and they see, okay, instead of, not even instead of, but when they see a 65% profit margin with regular e-com, they're thinking, oh, I need to do that and put 6 hours a day and try to scale that up. But why would you do that when you could ring chain it and put that same 6 hours into maybe even 6 or 9 different stores? Okay. I was about to say 6 or 7, but I know how y'all get. Y'all think everything is Charlie. But 6 or 9 different stores, right? Or 6 or 8 different stores. And now that could be making you literally quadruple, like so much more than just doing regular e-com, okay? But how you start MEO is you have to start with a regular store first, so then you can move into this, okay? But normally you can't just start with a regular store. It can't just be, oh, you're listing a bunch of products and this, that. You have to start this a specific way so you can move into this the correct way. Because if you start this anyway, like an average drop shipper does this, it's going to be very hard to move into here simply because standard operations SOPs. Okay, I can't say the whole thing. I just know what it means. It's just a standard operation procedure. Where obviously you have to have certain things in place. So that's why when most people just go into straight e-com, it's hard for them to move straight into MEO, but there's a certain way to do e-com where if you already have knowledge of it, then this is going to be easy just to go directly into, okay? So if you guys want, like I said, more information on this, I'll definitely leave something where you can get mentored by me directly. But this is going to kind of be the first part. This isn't something where I can explain all in one video. That's why there's like a whole mentorship directed to this, like I said, where we're helping you out one-on-one. But like I said, this is something where you have to understand, yes, MEO is different, but at the same time, it takes these same skills. So if you were somebody who started drop shipping back in the day, or you were somebody who started branding back in the day, or whatever you started that has to do with you creating an online store, just know you have enough knowledge to get this started up and running so you could turn it into MEO immediately so you could be making the most profit. Okay, I remember I started with stores and all this. I started with a regular branding and stuff like that, and I eventually turned that into MEO. So now y'all see me, I barely work like 20 minutes on per store, but at the same time, that store is bringing me a lot more than me doing regular e-com and me trying to handle it all by myself. And there's a certain way you go about ring chaining because you have to make sure, obviously there's certain procedures with the law, like you have to make sure you're doing it right. So obviously you have to make sure certain things are going into place. But like I said, y'all, if this is something where you already are used to, go straight into MEO. Start learning MEO because it's a new thing that is not tapped into. A lot of people try to go straight into detailing when it doesn't work. If you can stick with the same niche and category of business, why not do that and then just turn it into a higher profit? You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of you guys are trying to stay stuck selling the same, products for 2 years straight, and then it doesn't work on an ad and you just give up. But there's certain marketing strategies to market it faster so you can get it. You get what I'm saying? There's certain contact ways to get people to get contacts so you can market it. It's just a whole different thing when you're turning it to a different type of e-com. Okay, so like I said, I hope this video kind of helped you guys. This is just part. Obviously, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm gonna try to keep dropping these, but like I said, it's gonna be a while simply because, like I said, I'm actually running these businesses. You guys know that I'm a busy guy, but if you want faster access to knowing step by step of it before obviously publicly publicly find out, you guys could go in and get mentored by me, because don't let the same thing happen with drop shipping, all that other stuff where you wait and then all of a sudden it's like the regular version of it is saturated. Yes, this still is a method of drop shipping, but it is way different, okay? A lot of people see drop shipping, it's a fulfillment model, so it'll always be around, or Jeff Bezos wouldn't be literally loaded. So like I said, if you guys want to get mentored by me, go ahead and apply in the description. But like I said, if you guys want to ask questions, whatever, feel free in the comments. I know it's kind of hard for me to explain this in a couple of minutes, but just know when I have time, I'm gonna keep dropping more modules. But like I said, if you guys want the chance, you guys know what to do to get mentored by me directly. But I love y'all. I hope this helped. Just know if you're looking for a new business model to get into,